Jace Denman for Flag Family Meet. I'm here with men's basketball head coach Jason Kemp. Coach, first year leading the program, and you guys are getting ready to start actual play this week.
Yeah.
How excited are you for this season to begin? Obviously, season number 1 as head coach.
You know, obviously, after 6 weeks playing against each other, they're ready to play against somebody different.
Yeah.
So, you know, getting to get out and play against NDSU was a good, start for us, although we had a lot of injuries. But we're really, really excited to get to see where we stand.
When it comes to that exhibition against NDSU, I was there taking it all in, excited to see the guys play against NDSU. But like you said, you had a number of guys that were out that day. What were you able to take away from that experience other than just kind of trying to find that rhythm between all these new faces that are coming together for this Dragon team?
Yeah, one of the things year one we've tried to do is establish our core values, hard work, energy, attitude, resiliency, and toughness. And I think the two things that really didn't show up were the resiliency and the toughness. You know, we came out the gates in that game, started out really well. I think at the 12-minute media, we had a 9-point lead. And then when it came down to just man-on-man basketball and physicality and toughness, we gave in a little bit. And so that's one of the things we've addressed over the last couple weeks.
When it comes to these new faces and everybody kind of coming together as a team, how satisfied are you with the chemistry that's being built? Because obviously you're going to build even more chemistry once now the games are counting. You're playing this non-conference schedule, tough non-conference schedule. Start off with the number 2 ranked team in the country. So how is that chemistry developing, and how important will this non-conference schedule be?
Well, there's two sides to the story. There's the chemistry they have as human beings,
yes,
and the chemistry they have as basketball players. And coming where I'm coming from at Minnesota, starting over with a new team every year, it can be a challenge with the basketball piece. And so that's going to take some time. I'm very proud of what they've done off the court and just their communication in practice. It shows me that they're willing to try to move the needle every day to get to the point where basketball-wise we're on the same page.
I was always impressed with the 6 guys that are coming back to the program this year. I think they set a standard when it comes to that off-the-court interaction and chemistry right there. I think they set a good foundation for you from day one, and then the guys you bring in, they're able to integrate nicely. Talk about this first weekend you got coming up. You got Washburn, that was the last game James and I were at, was that game down in Washburn in the region championship. You follow that up with a game against Pittsburgh State. When it comes to this weekend, what are you looking at most this weekend? Is it about that on-the-court chemistry? Is it about seeing that resiliency and toughness? What are you most looking towards when it comes to these two matchups?
Well, I talked to Coach Boshi from Pitt State this morning, and I asked him who made the pairings. However, I am excited because we get to see what we can do against 2 of the better teams in Division II in the country. Washburn's got a phenomenal big guy. They lean on him heavy. It's a testament to their program because he was kind of a role player last year, and now he's kind of emerged in their first few games as a really, really key piece for them. And so we're going to have our hands full with them. Pitt State, they're physical, they're aggressive, they run. Obviously, Coach Boshi playing for Roy Williams. There's a similar style there of high-low basketball and transition. And so I know what to expect there. So we'll have to bring our best, but we're excited for the challenge.
When you look at conference season this year, because obviously that's kind of where your bread's really buttered there in conference play. That's how you get your chance to get your ticket to punch it to national tournament. How tough do you think the conference is going to be again this year? Obviously, it's been a deep conference. We had a lot of teams there down in Topeka last year at the regional tournament. When you look overall at this conference, how does it look kind of top to bottom this year?
Yeah, I mean, I've obviously coached in this league for a year at the beginning of my career. I don't think the league has gotten worse. I think it's gotten better. And I told our guys, especially our Division I transfers, we have 5 of them, 6 including Sam Hostreiter, and I said, forget where you were at and figure out what this league is all about. Because in a lot of ways, you'll play games that feel like they're harder than where you came from. And so, I've tried to emphasize that over and over and over again, that nobody cares where you're at. And matter of fact, that there's probably a target on your back if you're coming from Division I.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got to make sure we understand that and do everything we can to bring our energy every day. But I think we'll be ready.
When it comes to this team, I know we asked you this, James and I did when we had a chance to talk to you at your press conference, etc. But for those that maybe didn't catch that interview, what is this team's identity going to be? What is their overall playing style going to be, so that the fans know maybe what the difference is going to be between last year and the previous year's teams to this year?
Yeah, offensively, and I've said this a number of times, I want to play a style that it's pleasing to the eye of the neutral fan. So somebody that's not a fan of the Dragons that walks in, this is the first game they've seen us play, and they fall in love with how we play. We'll play a little more up tempo.
Okay.
I want to try to get the ball up the court quick and get to multiple actions. I want ball movement, and so those are things that I think fans, it really pleases fans, you know. And so defensively, I want to be sound. You know, two guys that I really grew up watching, both Barry Alvarez and Bo Ryan, the coaches at Wisconsin. But, you know, Barry one time told me as a young guy, you could do whatever you want in your sport as a coach as long as it's sound. And so I want to have a simple set of directions for these guys defensively and to do what we do better every day.
Well, I can't wait for the season to start, Coach. I'm excited for it. I'm here at the beginning of the season, so that's always exciting for me to be back here and ready to roll. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the court. Hopefully we get a chance to catch a couple games before, obviously, conference season starts. But, you know, on those Saturdays, as we say, Saturdays are for the Dragons. James and I will be there for all the action. So best of luck this year, Coach.
Thank you. It's go time. We're excited.
There we go. This is Jace Denman alongside head coach Jason Kemp of your MSUM Dragon men's basketball team. We'll talk to you soon.